Hey guys, how are you all doing? Happy Tuesday. Are you all having a wonderful, blessed day?
We are.
Yes, we are. And we are sending peace and good vibes to you at this time.
Yes.
How are you all doing?
Hope you are very well today on this Tuesday / election day.
Yes, and we need to make sure that we focus on being the peace that we wish to see in this world, regardless of the outcome, regardless of all of that, because it's about unity and coming together rather than division at this time.
Exactly.
And Shannon, do you want to go ahead and tell them about your YouTube channel?
Yes.
And your TikTok and Instagram.
I've got so much. We're both we're just doing platforms like all over the place. So if you haven't caught me on YouTube, I hope that you will join me. So you can just look me under my name. It's Shannon T Carter. You can find me on YouTube that way. I'm also on Instagram, which I post a lot on there, which is Wanderlust Gemini _RN. And I'm also on Facebook, Shannon T Carter on Facebook. And then now I'm on TikTok, which is Shannon T Carter, all one word. And so that's exciting. The TikTok thing is new.
It totally is. I just started TikTok too. So for those of you who don't know, you can follow me on TikTok as well.
Yes.
Mine is Weather Shaman 1111, all lowercase Weather Shaman 1111. I'm also on Instagram at Weather Shaman _ASMR. And for those of you who are not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, Weather Shaman ASMR, I'd love for you to subscribe, hit that notifications bell, and like this video if you would like more lives with me and Shannon. Shannon and I both have the same birthdays. We are both Geminis, and we both have a lot of exciting energy, and we just love to come together and spread good vibes and to help share tips, tricks, and strategies with you that we've learned along our journeys about how to become your greatest version, stand in your power, and just follow your joy in life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up because that's so important, especially the times that we're going through right now. So just know that this is a safe space, whether you're on Katie's channel or you're on my channel. And we usually go live on Fridays. It's not every single Friday, but it's been a lot of Fridays that we've gone live. And we've had a lot of fun with that. Love interacting with you guys as well. I mean, it kind of brightens my day when we do these.
It brightens my day too. It's just the joy is contagious. And those of you tuning in, welcome. How are you all doing? In the chat, tell us how you're doing. How's your day going? What does the energy feel like for you today? What are you going through? Anything, put it in the chat. So happy that you're here with us.
Yes, and if you have any questions or anything at all, just drop it over there. And if you're catching this on the replay, put it in the comment section below.
Yeah, totally. If you're catching this on the replay, feel free to add a comment in the comment section. We would love to hear whatever it is you're just experiencing today. And I have some card decks with me too. Do you want to feel out the current energy, Shannon?
Ooh, yes.
Okay, I have my favorite card deck with me, the Oracle of the Unicorns. This one's just really good for giving us inspiration and hope no matter what we're going through. So let's go ahead and see what's going on.
I'm going to take a sip of water while you are shuffling.
And water is so important for keeping your vibration high during times of craziness and uncertainty. Water is so important, especially alkaline spring water. Oh, okay. You know how every time we do these card readings, like there's like always like a love innuendo or like a love message underlying?
Yes.
Well, this one says... This one says, beloved. It says, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Aww. So this could also mean a self-love card too. So maybe now you're learning to become more in tune with yourself and learning how to develop more self-love, self-nurturing, and self-care. It is so important that we learn how to master self-love before, loving others, because it's required. We must learn to love ourselves before we can love others.
I'm so glad that you brought that up.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, go please.
You saying that, I really want you guys to hone in on that, because if you are in a place that you're not comfortable with yourself, and this is what I've kind of told myself and I tell others, I feel like if you're not in a place that you love yourself and you're not comfortable with being alone, then how can you really give yourself or do for someone else? You need to take that time for you. get to know yourself. If you've lost yourself along the way, I know that I did at one point.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And so I have, I'm finding myself again, finding my joy. And that's the most important thing to start with. And then spreading the love from there.
I love that. And then it becomes contagious. And then people start being gravitated towards you like hotcakes. Like,
yes.
Like, I mean, the more you learn self-love, all of a sudden all these people come in and they're just flocking to you.
I know.
Do you notice that?
It's amazing.
And it's like, oh, okay. Like, whoa.
Yeah,
Like,
what's going on?
Yeah. The Beach Boys song Good Vibrations just started playing in my head.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love the Beach Boys.
I recommend.
So upbeat.
Totally. I recommend y'all look that up. Oh
my gosh. Like a bunch of cars.
All right. Sanctuary. Now is a time to take a time out from the world. Take a time out from your usual routine. Stir things up. Do something different. Go outside into nature. Do some earthing, grounding. Take off your shoes and walk around barefoot. Soak up those negative ions from Mother Earth and heal holistically. Go outside, maybe treat yourself to something special. Go on a little mini vacation or go to a new park or something just different. Like today, me and Shannon tried something differently. We were like just very spontaneous about going live with you all today. Normally we do it on a Friday, and Shannon was like, do you feel like going live today? And I was like, I don't know. I'm still drinking my coffee, waking up. Let me think about it. And I was like, you know what? No, let's do it. Let's get out of our comfort zone and try something different.
Exactly. And then we did try to do this other thing. If you weren't on my live, it was, oh gosh, what was it called? It was something. We were trying to get on.
Restream?
Yes. Okay. We were trying to get on all platforms. I will figure that out. I will let you know that. I'm going to figure it out.
You will.
And that way, when we stream, that we can go on YouTube, we can do Facebook and Instagram all at one time. So like everybody is seeing us and they don't have to just hop on, just YouTube. So if they're like somewhere and they just have their phone and maybe they're on Facebook already and we pop up, you'll see us there. So we want to be able to be everywhere. And then just doing this TikTok thing.
Yeah, I know this TikTok thing is totally new. Actually, Jamie tuning in, it was Jamie's son that motivated me to get my butt onto TikTok. So Logan, Jamie's son Logan, was the one that said, Katie, if you really want to expand and get yourself out there, go on TikTok, try something different. And I was like, TikTok? I don't need TikTok. Like, I'm not going to do that. But as soon as I hopped on, it's been kind of fun and addicting. 60-second video clips and merging music and good vibes.
I got it. Like last night, I laid in bed for the longest, just flipping through, just watching people do stuff. And I'm like, this is awesome, man.
Yeah, it is. And for those of you just now tuning in, welcome. Hi, Charlie and Jamie. I'm so glad you're here.
Guys.
And RoxAs4878. All of y'all, welcome. And we were just talking about how we're both now on TikTok. It's kind of a new thing that we're both trying out. Shannon, what's your TikTok again?
It is Shannon T Carter, all lowercases, all together. So just one word, Shannon T Carter. Check me out. I've got some YouTube stuff on there. And I also put actually a little funny clip on there.
I saw that. That was hilarious. What was it like?
It was like a transformation from me going from out of the shower in a towel and then just like, I'm already dressed. Bam.
Before and after.
Yeah,
and she's a mom, so you put what hashtag sexy mama?
Yeah.
So all about that self-love. She's practicing the self-love, and that's important.
It is.
And I have TikTok as well. It's called Weather Shaman 1111. So you can find me on TikTok as well. Would love for you to check that out and follow me on there too. And for those of you just now tuning in, welcome. We just pulled a couple of awesome cards. Beloved and Sanctuary, meaning now is the time to spend time with yourself via self-love and those you love and care about, whether that be a romantic partner or close friends that you just love and vibe with, and taking a time out from your usual routine and from the world and just finding a place of quiet, stillness, and calm, and just meditating. And, before we did our live today, Shannon actually helped provide that for me. I was kind of a little anxious today, and she put some essential oils in a diffuser and a Himalayan salt rock lamp, and that helped a lot. And we have crystals.
Yes, gosh.
Yeah.
I love holding the crystals. So we got crystals and we have essential oils going on and just good vibes all around, because you don't want to be around a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, that's not good. We need good vibes. If anybody's bringing down your vibe or making you feel just uncomfortable, you can love them at a distance and set a healthy boundary with them. That's a form of self-love as well. And your vibe attracts your tribe. So also be sure that you're mindful of the vibes you're holding within. And if you're feeling low vibe, do whatever you need to do to raise your vibration. And I actually just created a video to help you raise your vibration. It's an ASMR Reiki video to help you raise your vibe. And I actually use these tools, and I'm going to show you, Shannon.
Yes.
And you all tuning in. I have a tuning fork that's tuned to 528 hertz, which is known as the love frequency, discovered by John Lennon, one of my favorite musicians of all time. You love John Lennon too?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I
do.
I love
love.
I know, who doesn't love love? And it comes in so many different forms, sizes, shapes, and it's awesome. Oh, I love that. Do esteemable things and do it with esteemable people. I love that, Jamie. And then Roxas 4878 says, I'm so happy to catch you guys. 2211. Yes, 2211 definitely has some significance. Usually 22 signify partnership, collaboration, coming together, building an empire of some kind. And 11 usually is a sign of divine awakening. You are awakening on a deeper level, the 11's divinity. So you're seeing beyond the veil, you're seeing beyond the illusion, you're seeing the greater truths of this world. You know, you may be able to see things that other people don't see. Also, maybe you have paranormal experiences that you can't explain. I know I've had many of those. Have you ever had
I've had, like, I'm not sure, like, I felt like maybe you know, like when you're somewhere and you feel like there's something with you, but there's nothing there. I've had like that kind of stuff happen, but outside of that, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just feeling something, like maybe something's there, and then you look or you think you hear something, and you're like, oh,
so your intuition's picking up on it, but you're not physically seeing it with your five senses,
right,
but you feel intuitively that something's there.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the first step to the awakening. Yeah, so you didn't know that about John Lennon. That's so cool. Hey, Jocelyn. Yeah, so John Lennon discovered 528 hertz, and it's been known as the 528 hertz revolution, the love frequency. And actually the song Imagine all the people living life in peace. Imagine no hell below us, no heaven above, just skies, or whatever the lyrics, all about global peace, togetherness, love, and unity. That was originally tuned to 528 hertz, the love frequency, before it was signed over to Columbia Records and they had to retune it to 440 hertz. So the reason he recorded it in 528 hertz is because it has a more profound healing effect on the human body, because we are made up of 75 to 80% of water, and we are very sensitive to vibrations and harmonics and frequencies. And so when it's tuned to 528 hertz, that allows our organs to function in more harmony with one another through love. So I have this tuning fork, and this can raise your vibration. So I'm going to go ahead and play this just for a little bit to raise all of our vibration to 528 hertz, the love frequency, right now at this time. You can just relax and just be open and receptive to these healing frequencies. And I like to go around the top of the camera. It seems to work really well that way. Shannon, can you guide us with some deep breaths?
Yes, absolutely. So we want to take, if you guys to take a moment, let's take a deep breath in all together. Hold. Let out all negativity from your day. Anything that's troubling you right now, anything that's going on in your life, when we exhale, we're going to exhale all that negativity. So let's take another deep breath in. Hold. And blow out.
Already feeling calmer.
Want to do one more?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more. Deep breath in. Hold. And blow out.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Welcome. I hope you guys are relaxed. That was amazing. Using the tuning fork, breathing, doing the deep breathing is so helpful. When you need to feel like you need some relaxation. If you're stressed, you have anxiety, that helps to bring you down.
It does, definitely. The breathing, the 528 hertz tuning fork, these are coping skills that we've learned along our journeys. If you're feeling low vibe, or you're not feeling good, or you're just feeling like something's off, this can help retrain your body, mind, body, and soul to just kind of lift up and to move up in vibration from whatever it is you're going through. And all disease that manifests in the human body usually has a deeper underlying metaphysical cause or spiritual cause, and there's a mind-body connection in everything. And Shannon, you're an RN, so what's your perception on the mind-body connection?
Well, I was actually, before you said that, I was actually going to bring up water. Water is so important for this. Like, to hydrate, number one. You may not think that you're dehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever get a sensation that you feel thirsty,
I just did,
then you're already dehydrated.
Yeah.
That is your body telling you you are dehydrated. So you want to make sure, if you are not on a fluid restriction from your physician, make sure that you're drinking 2 liters of water a day. That is normally what you're supposed to drink. I drink a little bit more than that, but it does help you to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
It rehydrates everything. Your cells need it. Every tissue, all your body, your whole body needs water. So just making sure that you're getting that in, because if you start to feel dehydrated, then you are going to start to have anxiety.
Yeah, definitely. And alkaline water is the best to get high pH, either pH of 7, 8, 9, or 10. 8, 9, or 10 is ideal, because disease cannot live in alkaline conditions. Disease and cancer can only survive when the body's acidic. And a lot of the foods that are out there today are already very acidic in nature. So if we drink alkaline water, this balances those acidic foods and helps make the pH more neutral in our body so that we can be healthier. So thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Because water, I carry this everywhere in my purse, and I forgot to drink some actually earlier, and I think that's what was going on. But drinking water regularly can keep your vibes high as well.
Absolutely. And even not just drinking water, but if you go anywhere that has water, if it's a stream, a lake, a river, the ocean, that is a very calming effect as well. And I know you go
Yes.
to a lot of streams
Yes.
to do your videos.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because water is one of the main elements in shamanism, and water is meant for emotional healing and can help us to purge and release old pain and grief. Going to waterfalls, going to the river can be wonderful for releasing grief, past pain, past heartache, or loss of a loved one. It can be very transformative and healing. So get to a body of water and just allow those emotions to flow through you. Allow yourself to heal from within and be rejuvenated. And I don't think it's any mistake that baptism, some of the best baptisms take place in actual water. Mm-hmm. And when I was like a baby, I just had a little like sprinkle of water on my forehead, but I was a baby. I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
And this summer I was with a bunch of women, and it was the sisterhood adventure, and we all went into the river and dunked our heads, and that felt more rejuvenating and spiritually transformative than any baptism I had experienced. And Jamie was there. Jamie, if you're still tuning in, that was awesome, going to the river and dunking our heads with the water just flowing over it. That felt like a spiritual renewal more than anything I've ever experienced. That was so cool. So if y'all are near a river or the ocean or waterfall, go ahead and dunk your head in that water if it's warm enough. I know we're in November now,
right?
But you know, if you have a place you can go, it's warm enough. Okay, we've got some comments coming in.
Oh, awesome.
So I love that what Jamie said, do esteemable things and do it with esteemable people. That's wonderful, Jamie. And Jocelyn said, wow, that's so cool. I didn't know about John Lennon. Yes, John Lennon, 528 hertz, baby. Love frequency. And Rox as 4878 says, I love the tuning fork. It's I'm so glad that you love the tuning fork. That's wonderful. It's so healing. It's been known to heal our DNA and reprogram our cells, getting out the bad cellular memory and reprogramming it through love. Nlp Neuro-Linguistic Program. Have you heard of that?
No.
Neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, is a new form of alternative healing. It's been improved by many Western medicine doctors, and it's been proven that our cells always remember trauma. And so our cells store trauma. So if you've been through anything traumatic and scary in your past, any past abuse or any past heavy situations or surgeries, those are traumatic.
Very.
Your cells remember that pain, remember that trauma. And if not cleared out regularly, it can manifest as pain or problems in other areas of your body. But if you get NLP or Reiki or Huna healing or just any kind of energy healing, it can just help it clear out and reset. And so it's very wonderful to do that, to reprogram those cells. Okay, so I tried alkaline water, but I always wonder if it tastes different. Yeah, it does have a little different taste.
If you are, and I like to put this out there because I'm a huge water drinker. If you drink water all the time, then you can tell the difference with different waters.
Yes.
Like, just can.
Totally. Like this one has more of like a salty taste because some of the stuff that's in here is of a like Himalayan salt rock, and that's, you know, what makes this alkaline. So it's got more of a salty, hinty taste. This one tastes pretty neutral to me.
Yeah, it does. It does. This one does. And then, you know, if you just drink, like sometimes if I haven't, like this is my last bottle of the Essential. I need to get some more, but I do have just some like generic water bottles. But I know when I drink those, they have more of a plasticky type taste to it, you know, sometimes.
Ooh, I'm glad you brought that up because BPA free plastic is so important. If you're going to get any plastic packaging, make sure it's BPA free because BPA contains very dangerous carcinogenic substances, which means cancer causing. So be sure that you're getting BPA free packaging if you get anything in plastic. And this is BPA free. You can tell if it has a 1 on the bottom of the bottle. In that triangulation pattern that says Pete, that tells you it's BPA free. And sometimes on the packaging, it'll actually say BPA free. And this one says BPA, fluoride, and chlorine free right here. Bam. BPA, fluoride, and chlorine free. That's important. And that's why I no longer drink tap water, because tap water, city tap water, contains fluoride, which is a neurotoxin, which causes a lot of problems such as fibromyalgia, aches, pains. It causes calcification of the pineal gland, which causes hormonal disruption. It causes disruption to the endocrine system. So be sure that you're getting rid of all fluoride products. I've gotten rid of fluoride toothpaste, tap water, anything fluoridated, and I have fluoride-free toothpaste now and drink water that doesn't have fluoride. Once in a while, if I'm at an outing and they've made coffee with tap water, I'll splurge and have some of the coffee, but I really try to avoid that and bring my own coffee when I can, and I make coffee with actual alkaline water as well, because it balances out the acidity of the coffee too. It doesn't make my stomach as upset.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's good to know. So if you guys don't already know that, you know, this is also, you know, we're wanting to teach you guys and we want to learn from you as well. So if there are things that you want to share with us, please do, because I learn stuff every day.
Yeah, because I'm learning from you all too. I mean, you all have secrets to this puzzle as well. We all have missing pieces of the puzzle. We all have something to offer. We all are born with unique gifts and talents and information that nobody else can duplicate. We are all unique. That's what's wonderful. And even with this AI movement and all this increased technology, it can never still take the place of an individual soul. We all are beautifully unique and you all have wonderful gifts. So share them with the world. Don't hide anymore. Get yourself out there and share.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I like the fact that we're able to collaborate and get together and share with you guys as well. That's so important to me. And it uplifts me, helps me feel better overall. And just to know that you guys are there and we can just, you know, talk and get together.
Totally. I love y'all's energy. It's amazing. Yes. Oh, you like the yin yang? Yeah. Life is all about balance, mastering balance between the dark and the light. Okay. And the negative, the positive, the good and the bad, and the divine masculine and divine feminine aspects within. We all carry a feminine and masculine energy within. And if you look closely at your face in the mirror, you'll see that one half of your face is more masculine and the other half is more feminine based on the eye levels. One eye will be slightly raised more than the other. And you'll actually notice that your cheekbones are a little different too. And one eyebrow is more slightly raised than the other. And I didn't notice this until a few years ago. It's really bizarre. I can't remember which one's the feminine, which was the masculine. I think the left is the feminine side, the right's the masculine side. But when you, the left side, the left hand, this is where we take in and draw in energy in your left hand. And then where we output energy is our right hand, because we're all electromagnetic beings. We're like a circuit. We're like batteries. And so energy is constantly inflowing through the left side of our body, our receptive side. I believe that's the divine feminine, the left side. And then what we project out is the masculine right side through our right hand. So energy is constantly flowing in through Shannon like this and looping out like that. So it's like recirculating. And actually, if we're wearing rubber for too long on the soles of our feet, we can short circuit, which means the energy is constantly going like this, and then that can cause anxiety. So that's why it's important that we take off our shoes and ground on Mother Earth, because this allows the energy that Shannon's taking in to go out and expel into the earth rather than to recirculate in her body. And a lot of the shoes today are made with rubber insulators, and that causes this short circuiting, which causes pain, inflammation, and aches. So that's why it's important to take off those rubber shoes once in a while and just allow that conductivity to flow that energy out.
I love walking barefoot.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's wonderful.
If you guys don't do that already, I would say if you have time today, kick those shoes off, get those socks off, get outside and start walking around a little bit.
Yes, get outside into nature, ground, earth, walk barefoot, soak in the sun. Sun is a way of recharging your battery too. And hey, Sandy Beaches. Hey, Charlie, thank you. I'm so glad you all love the yin yang. It also has the flower of life engraved in it too. You're welcome for the information. Okay, yeah, 2222, that's a powerful number. 222 signifies partnerships, building a solid foundation, coming together with like-minded souls, uniting, collaboration, unity. That's wonderful. And 555 is signifies major change or transformation or a shift. I saw 555 a ton right before I moved and relocated and moved into my apartment here. It's funny because Shannon and I actually live in the same building, and you know, when I first moved here, I didn't know anybody, and I had no idea who was going to be in the building with me and be in my surroundings. And Shannon was a very curious neighbor. She was like, "Who are you? Like, who's living upstairs? How are you doing?" Like, she was asking me all these questions, like trying to feel me out in my energy. And I'm like, what is this girl's intentions? Why does she have so many questions? Like, what does she really want to know about me? And then she just, started to, help me feel welcome by giving me housewarming stuff and said, "You're the queen of your own little palace." Gave me a little tiara and said, "You know what? I think we should just go ahead and do YouTube stuff." It was just really cool. You just came up with all these ideas, and it's been awesome. And I'm just so grateful for you and this journey. If you haven't subscribed to Shannon's YouTube channel, she has an amazing channel called Shannon T Carter. Shannon's an RN, so she comes from more of a Western medicine perspective inside, but she's very open-minded to Eastern medicine, holistic healing, spiritual healing. And I think it's really cool because there's not many RNs in this world that are open-minded to alternative forms of healing.
Thank you. And I actually did a video on the seasonal affective disorder, because that's happening now. So that's, really important.
Right. So like, how many of you guys are having a hard time adjusting to this time change and the darker days and it getting dark early at night now? Are you guys kind of struggling with that? Because it's been an adjustment for me, and I know for you as well, Shannon.
Yes, absolutely.
Tell us how you guys are adjusting to being in autumn and soon going into winter. How has it been affecting you? Have you been more tired or drained or just kind of struggling with, adapting to that? Let's see. Are there any foods that damage or block our mind spiritually? Well, here's the deal. There's two sides of the token. Technically, we can bless any food at all before we eat it, and we can change the vibrational structure through blessing, prayer, and the Om frequency. But if we're not consciously eating and we just eat fast, it's important to eat high vibe foods. So I find for me, what the most damaging foods for me, based on what I've experienced, are fried foods, sodas, dairy, and meats. Those are very dense foods that can cause blockages and can cause that heavy energy. And I know because I've experimented on myself to see how I feel the next day when I eat these. I personally gave up meat 4 years ago. I've been vegetarian for 4 years. I eat vegan when I can, but I still allow myself once in a while to have dairy and things like that, because sometimes I just crave them and it's easier for me to get in the rural town that I'm in. But overall, I try to eat vegan when I can. But yeah, avoid fried foods, avoid sodas, avoid any heavy foods like that that are dense. What foods make you feel lethargic and heavy and blocked?
Like any fried foods, definitely. Anything heavy. I mean, when I eat carbs, that when you're eating it, of course, it tastes amazing. But then afterwards, it makes me feel bloated and just overall. It just depends. Like when I'm talking about carbs, I'm talking about like white bread, pastas, things like that. Things that are really heavy on you can make me feel. And then if I eat like overindulge in too much sweet stuff,
yes,
that can make me feel really bad.
White breads, I'm glad you brought that up. For some reason, white breads, even though they taste so good, they make me feel really sick and heavy afterwards. My stomach feels huge. Everything feels big. I get gassy.
Yeah, and they break down and they turn into sugar anyway.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that there's good carbs and then not so good carbs.
Exactly. There are good carbs. So it's just finding, a balance. And then if you do eat, some of those bad carbs now and then, don't beat yourself up about it. I mean, it happens. I know that I did that last week.
Okay, so Rox as 487A, I'm trying to manifest a new relationship and hair loss recovery, and I hope I'm on the right track. I'm glad that you brought that up because in 2016, 2017, the last year that I was teaching in a public school, I lost a lot of hair and I was so stressed out all the time. I wasn't sleeping. I was hardly eating anything. I was teaching full time. I was in a teaching fellowship. I was also doing graduate school online through UNC Charlotte. I was a workaholic and I was losing all this hair. And it was a manifestation of me being super stressed and not having enough time to take care of myself. I also had a lot of mercury amalgam fillings and I didn't know it, but I guess I had mercury poisoning. One of my fillings had cracked and mercury was seeping in my bloodstream, which was causing hair loss. So, it can either be a symptom of stress, like too much stress and your, hormones are out of whack and there's too much cortisol, or if you have any mercury fillings, maybe consider getting those removed. I actually got a whole procedure done a few years ago. I got every one of my fillings removed. I had like 10 mercury fillings. I got them all removed by a specialized toxicologist and a holistic dentist that went in there and safely removed them for me. But those can cause a lot of problems. And now a lot of dentists are switching to safer fillings because mercury amalgam is very bad for the human body. That can cause hair loss. So I don't know if that's something you have or if it's just stress, but self-care and self-love is so important. That can help slow down hair loss. What do you think? Have you ever experienced hair loss? Because now my hair, I'm good now, but I had a problem with it at one point.
We all naturally shed our hair. But I've never had like a problem with it, like my hair thinning. I'm always losing hair. My hair's really long, and every time I brush it, it's like you could probably make a wig, it seems like, with some of the hair that comes out, and it freaks me out at times, but I've never had like an issue with like a
But for you, it's a healthy level of hair loss.
Right, okay. Right, because everybody sheds. So if you're losing hair, if you notice that you're just losing hair, but you're not seeing like bald spots or anything like that, just know that that's normal for you to be able, you're shedding that. It's time for that follicle, it comes out and it regrows another piece of hair.
Totally. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
And as far as manifesting a new relationship, what I've had to learn along my life journey is the greatest relationship we can have is with ourselves.
Yes.
And so I've had to work on self-love, self-care, learning to fall in love with myself and who I am at a soul level. So self-love and self-care first. And the more that you love yourself, the more attractive and just amazing and magnetizing you're going to be to new loves, new potential loves that come in. And if you already have somebody that you already have in mind for that relationship, once again, the more you love yourself, the more attracting and magnetizing you're going to be to that person, and the more they're going to level up. When you start to level up, that other person has to level up as well.
Exactly. And just know your worth.
Yes.
Don't take less than what you are worth. You are worth so much. So if it's someone that is meant to be in your life, then they will be. If it's not, then maybe that is the universe, God, the divine, whoever you want to call, and saying maybe this person is not meant for you. And then someone else will come along. So, and I've learned that, like, I used to, the reason why I'm like, because sometimes you get fixated on somebody.
Oh God, obsessed.
Yeah, and you're like, man, I really want this person. I want this person in my life. But it's not really who you're meant to be with. And then stuff happens and you're like, but why is it not happening? I'm a good person. I'm a good woman. I'm a good man. I do this, I do that. And why can't this person love me or like me back? There's a reason. And we may not know that reason, but it is for our protection.
Yes, I'm glad you just said that because I kept hearing in my head, God's rejection is God's protection. So if for some reason somebody rejects you that you really love or you're into, just know it's because it's for your highest and greatest good and to protect you. And maybe somebody even better is going to come along. And there's this little prayer that I learned from this traveling hippie dude from California. He's really cool. His name's Digby. He said, Katie, always say the prayer, Mother, Father, God, if this person is for me, I say yes, unless someone even better. You can do that for a person, or you can do it for a thing. If you're trying to manifest a home or something new that you want, you can say, Father, Mother, God, if this is for me, I say yes, unless something even better. So you can always do that. Just know that there's tons of people in this world. Know you are deserving of the best. Somebody who's going to love you unconditionally. Somebody who's going to support you and be in alignment with your goals, your visions, and what you are trying to create.
Absolutely, absolutely. Just make sure that it's something you're comfortable with. You don't have to settle. I got at a point where I felt at one point that I just wanted somebody. And it's okay to be alone. I'd rather at this point be alone than settle for someone that's going to bring me down or is negative all the time.
Or second best.
Exactly.
Because we deserve.
Exactly, exactly. So we don't want to be on the side or anything like that. So it will happen eventually. And I know when I say, sometimes you have to be patient. I am not a patient person. So for me saying that, it can be difficult. And I do understand that, because when I want something, man, I want it yesterday.
Instant gratification.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's good. I love that. So, okay, let's see. If I don't eat meat, what could I replace it with? Is fish okay? So for me, what's helped for protein substitutes, I love to have hummus. Hummus really helps. Tofu is a really good substitute as well. Try to get organic tofu though, because tofu does contain soy, which can mess with the hormones. So organic tofu is safer. Let's see. Kale also has a lot of protein. I get a lot of my protein from veggies. Potatoes actually fill me up as well. I try to get organic potatoes or sweet potatoes. But yeah, hummus and tofu and kale and greens, I surprisingly get filled from all of that. And there's vegan cheese that's amazing. It's so good. Let's see. I've read so many stories about manifesting back health and recovery for law of attraction. I hope it's working. That's kind of what we're doing is
yes,
law of attraction health journey.
Absolutely. I was actually, I had a really bad week last week, and then I decided to practice law of attraction this week. And I should have done that last week, but you know what? Last week is in the past, so I'm not worried about that now. Law of attraction is so important.
Yes. Yes.
It really is, because you really can, when you get up in the morning, or you're getting up, just say some positive things or some positive affirmations to yourself, because you're going to attract what you're putting out there. So if you're getting up and you're negative, or maybe you're having a bad day, but you don't have to be stuck in that situation all day long. And I wish, looking back, I would have done that, but like I said, that week's gone. This is a new week, and I said I am going to do law of attraction. I've had actually a really good week so far.
I love that you brought up positive affirmations. Those are so important because that could start off our day, make or break our day. And I love to say, like, I am health.
Yes.
Telling me I'm health, I'm healthy, I'm healthy. I am love, I am abundant, I am successful, I am growing, I am doing well. Just affirming to yourself and to your subconscious mind that all is well. And if it really doesn't feel well, tricking your subconscious mind into believing that it is, because what we believe, we receive.
Exactly. And know that you are enough.
Yeah, I love that. And that's what your sign says.
Yeah, I know that you can't really see it, but
yeah, we have a little sign that says you are
enough,
and it's really cool. So just know that you're enough, okay? And reaffirm that to yourself every day. You're exactly where you're supposed to be on your life journey at this time, and good things are coming your way. Repeat that to yourself every day, 3 times a day. Good things are coming my way. Good things are coming my way. Good things are coming my way, and they shall come your way. Okay, now Shannon and I are going to sign off in about a minute or two. So if you have any last minute questions that you would like us to answer, put it in the chat. And I want to thank you all so much for tuning in today. I can feel all the love and good vibes. You all are so appreciated. Be the peace that you wish to see in this world. Now is the time of this election. There's a lot of politics stirring up. So just be the peace that you wish to see in this world, no matter what the outcome is. Just embody that love and peace, and don't let any external events to govern your internal condition, okay? Just focus on within, focus on the positives, and all will be well, okay?
Exactly. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. You just don't know how wonderful you guys are, and it just brightens our day up when we can just sit here and I mean, even today, just we being spontaneous and just deciding to go live, and you guys just join in and comment, ask questions. It's wonderful. It really makes me start thinking, and I learn. Like I said, oh, I'm always learning. You guys are teaching me as well, and it's just so much joy. I don't think we've ever went live and not had just a wonderful experience.
I know it's wonderful because of all the beautiful energy you all provide, the interaction. We have a sense of community going, and it's awesome. Shannon and I love doing this. We enjoy this. And you guys make it possible. So thank you so much to each and every one of you who has tuned in, who has participated in the chat. We love you. We appreciate you. And I'll go ahead and draw a quick card for you, Rocks as 4878, before we sign off. This will be the last thing that I'm going to do. Okay. Let me go ahead. Which card deck are you feeling? The unicorns or the angels? For Roxas 4878. You're a Gemini.
Let's do the angels.
This one or the other one?
That one.
This one?
That one.
Okay. Let's go ahead and just draw a card and I'm just going to do a general, just see what card is meant to come out for your highest and greatest good. Okay. So the card that came out for you is Quiet Retreat. Now is a time for you to take a quiet retreat out into nature, someplace quiet where you can go within and listen for answers when it comes to whether or not a new relationship is what is in divine alignment for you at this time. You will be given guidance as to who that may look like, if that person is meant to come into your life, and if this person that you have in mind is in alignment with your core values. Okay, so take a quiet retreat, go within and really listen to your heart as to what it is you truly desire at a soul level. If you have somebody in mind, is this person in alignment with your core values and your truth? If you don't have somebody in mind and you're trying to manifest somebody completely new, make sure you're extra aware and conscientious of the type of person you want to bring in, and make sure this person is truly in alignment with your soul calling and purpose on earth. And let love guide you, not fear. And stay open and work on that self-love. It's time to disconnect from the outer world and distractions and go to someplace quiet to listen for guidance on this new relationship you may be trying to manifest. And I love you all, and I'm sending you all an abundance of peace, love, and light from us to you. Go forth in perfect love, harmony, comfort, balance, and alignment. Thank you so much, Shannon, for joining me today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Have a great, wonderful day, guys, and hopefully we'll see you guys on Friday.
Yes, hopefully we'll see you Friday. Bye.